Hello everyone, welcome back to the Herbal Bunnies Pharmacy. My name is Tamatha. Today we are going to be doing a couple different things. We're going to be planting some herbs, but we're also going to be talking about the 3 different types of stress in our body or traumas to our body. So let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so I've been wanting to make this talk video for a little while. So I think this would be a perfect opportunity because I have plenty of videos that already show you how to do the seed trays and the soil and all that stuff. And I'll link one down below that you can go and check out how I do my soil. All the seeds that I am planting today are from the MI Gardener, and I will find out where the camera is at, show you which ones that I am planting. I've already got everything labeled so that I don't get too distracted when I'm conversing with you. All right, so there's 3 different types of stresses to the body, or aka traumas to the body, and we're going to talk about those and my personal opinion on how we can get our bodies back into balance based off research that I've done and common sense. We all seem to be lacking a little bit of that at times, including myself. All right, so the 3 different types of trauma, not being able to get into this thing. The 3 different types, there's physical, chemical, and mental. So the physical stress trauma to our body can be anything that's physical, as the name implies. So overexerting your muscles, or a car accident, taking a tumble down a mountainside, things like that. If anything physically being done, somebody beating you up all the time, anything just physically being done to your body. The chemical, that's the really big one. The chemical stress or trauma to the body is anything, anywhere between air pollution, drugs, alcohol, lotions that we put on our skin, anything chemically in our environment that we're breathing in, putting on our skin, or ingesting into our body. That's the chemical stress / trauma. My next one is going to be this licorice basil. The mental or emotional trauma / stress is talking down to yourself. Like, you're never going to be able to do this. You're never going to be able to do that. You're worthless. Somebody else talking down to you. You're fat. You're ugly. You're worthless. Being overstressed at work, you know, people that work in a medical field or are law enforcement, or people that just have a very high stress job, daycare workers, teachers, anything that's really just mentally draining you. Being stuck in traffic, you're trying to get somewhere, you're just rush, let's go. Just negativity, hanging around people that are negative, that's always just gossiping or just bad mouthing other people, or just always they, like, you know, this energy vampires. So that's the other the mental stress. This is the next one that I'm doing. I'm glad I labeled these because I'm like, ooh, I don't want to put them in the wrong one. So our bodies respond to these stresses, these traumas, all in the same way. No matter which one it is, our bodies have the same responses to it. Our bodies doesn't know the difference. It just knows that there is an attack. It has an immune response. All stress has an immune response. All immune responses has a hormone attached to it. So when you're really, really stressed, you know, people that have a lot of, we'll just say, mental stress, they have a weakened immune system. It's like they just seem to just take forever to kind of bounce back from any sort of sickness, illness, colds, even healing. Like if you cut yourself and stuff like that, they have a hard time just healing or coping with that. Their immune system is very weakened. Same way with if you're taking some sort of a drugs, or you've got excess chemicals coming into your body, whether you're breathing, ingesting, or putting it on your skin. Your body has a weakened immune system because stress has an immune response. And our immune system is controlled by hormones. This is one of the things that I'm actually specializing in, is hormone balances, and just talking to people about how to get their hormones back into balance and eliminating these 3 stressors. Oh, this one here is the blue spice. Basil, however you guys want to say it. Wait a minute. Blue spice. Okay. Have to make sure I stay on track here. So yes, there's an immune response to all of these stresses. And your question may be, okay, how do we get rid of this? You have to eliminate as many of the 3 stressors. So you can, let's say you feel like your main one is mental. You're always bad talking yourself, and you have people bad talking you, and you're focusing on self-healing with your mental state. If you're drinking, or if you're like exercising excessively, or if you are doing other things out of the other 2 categories, it's going to take a lot longer for your mental health to get better, your mental stress to get better. This is my next one. Where am I? Okay, there we go. Cinnamon. So these actually supposed to taste like what they say. So the cinnamon one and the licorice one is supposed to have that actual flavor. I'm curious to find that out. I've not had these, so it's a new one to me. So it's important because, again, your body doesn't know which one's which, and it doesn't care. Your body does not care. It just goes into fight or flight, and it has an immune response. So you have to work on all of them in order to fix one. You have to work on eating healthy. You have to work on what's in your environment. You have to work on what you're putting on your skin. Breathing in, eliminating as many of those things in those categories as possible in order for your body to heal itself. Just regular old rosemary. My husband ran over mine a few years ago. Lawnmower. How could you not? The thing was like 2 feet tall and like this wide. He didn't care. He just kills everything. So some of the stuff that I like to talk to people about when it comes to healing our bodies, and I like to take a look at nature. We can say, okay, I eat a healthy diet. What does that look like to you? Take a look at, you think you eat a healthy diet. What does that look like to you? You say that you have healthy products in your home. What does that look like? So make a journal, have a diary, and write those things down. What you believe to be a healthy diet, a healthy lifestyle, healthy way exercising, or whatever that looks like to you. Take a look at what, write that down, take a look at that. And then listen to what I'm going to tell you. When you look at nature, I always like to kind of look at nature. What are things doing in nature that we're doing differently? And we have to be honest, and we all know that we are way different than any other species on this planet. And if you really think about this part, we are the only species on this planet that has to pay for our way of living, our food, and our shelter. No other species has to do that, yet we're so advanced. We can't figure out how to take care of each other. Other species take care of each other, and we can't do that for free. There's another stressor for you. I just had an immune response. Yeah, so I like to take a look at things in nature. That's my next one. Some just regular old anise. Animals in nature are not buying things from a grocery store. Oops, I'm sorry, my mic. They're not buying things from a grocery store. They're not riding around in automobiles. They're not living inside of houses. They're grounding themselves. They don't eat processed foods unless we give it to them. So just take a look at that. They're not shampooing themselves with perfumes, smelly stuff. They're not spraying their environment with air freshener. They're not doing the stuff that we are doing. And we need to get back to nature. We need to get back to what we're designed to do. We need to get out into the elements. We need to eat more fish. That's why I'm doing these gardening videos, to encourage you guys to grow your own food. Also, animals in nature are eating things that's within their own environment. So plants in the environment actually has an immune system that's built for any invaders in their area. So they actually can ward them off and not get sick and stuff like that. So we need to be eating things in our environment to help with our own immune system. We need to not eat things that are shipped from other countries. Also, animals in nature are not eating things out of season. They have to eat what's available. We need to be doing the same thing. So in December, January, watermelons are not growing in my area. I should not be eating watermelons in winter because it's not something that grows in my area. It's not going to serve me. If I can grow my own food, I know what's going to be in season because, hello, it's growing. So I can partake in that and have a healthy immune system because it's taken from the environment to build up the immune system for it to be healthy. Therefore, I'm going to be healthy because I'm taking from my environment and putting it into my body so that I can be healthy. You see what I'm saying? Does it make sense? I hope it makes sense. All right, the next one is marshmallow. I love marshmallow. It has this mucilaginous type effect, like if you chew on the leaves. The root is typically what a lot of herbalists use for medicinal purposes, but awesome for healing your gut. That's why I'm holding on to this one. So if you have like ulcers, any sort of itises in your digestive tract, any sort of gut dysbiosis, you want to do marshmallow root, do the tea, do the leaves, grow this in your environment. It grows wild. I found some out in my backyard. Of course, it's been ran over a few times, but I was like, oh my gosh, there's marshmallow. It does not taste like marshmallow. I'll just say that. It does not taste like marshmallow. Just the roots look like they're white. The roots are white. But yeah, you want to do things. Just take a look at nature. What is nature doing that I am not doing? Nature's not buying from grocery stores. They're not shipping things from out of country. They're not adding chemicals to their body. They're not adding chemicals to their food. And the only way that they get those is if we give it to them or put it on them. Automobiles and stuff like that, they walk. We don't walk enough. We need to get at least 10,000 steps a day. And I'm guilty of it. At work, I take care of my mom and we sit around and just chit chat a good bit of the time. And, I've gained weight and I'm low vitamin D. We need sunshine. The animals out in the wild are not running around with shoes and clothes on inside of a house. We are the only species that does that. We need to be out in the elements. We need to be barefoot. We need to be grounded. We need sunshine. Sunshine has vitamin D. That's the only way we can get vitamin D. We absorb it. It's vitamin D2, and it converts in our liver to vitamin D3, and that's what it stores in our body enough where we can get through the winter months, because that's when most people are usually getting sick, is fall, winter time. And it stores in our body. We can't get it from lichen, which is a usnea plant. It grows everywhere out here because we don't get a whole lot of sunshine. Like in the winter months, we don't get a whole lot of snow. We get mostly rain. Rain. Oh my good Lord. What am I planting? Cumin. Did I show you guys that one? Some regular old cumin. Yeah, so sunshine. Yeah, we need to be out there, get it on our skin. The darker your skin is, the more you need to be out in the sunshine. My husband, he's a rather dark fella. I'm sure you've seen him in some of my videos. He needs to be out longer than I do. Now, if you're not used to being out in the sun and you like, yeah, I'm going to listen to the crazy herbal bunny pharmacy lady and I'm pasty pale and I'm going to go down to Hawaii and go out onto the beach for 3 hours. you will burn to a crispy critter. You need to slowly introduce yourself, especially if you're not used to being in that environment. You need to introduce yourself slowly into that environment so you don't burn and damage your skin. Caraway. A lot of these are really good for the digestive system. Caraway. I have fennel coming up. Marshmallow. Rosemary. Basil's really good too. Basil's awesome. Okay. What else? Yeah, that's how I've come to my conclusion. Now, I've had some, mostly it's ladies that have this issue, and tell me if you've had this issue yourself. I'm going through perimenopause, premenopause, I am menopause, but whatever the case may be, or I'm just having these hot flashes, I'm having heavy periods, blah, 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 you know, sound familiar? I'm overweight. I get on a treadmill and I'm running. I'm doing this. I feel so fatigued. My muscles are weak and I just have headaches and I'm tired and I'm fatigued and I'm gaining weight. Sound familiar? That's because you overexerting yourself in exercise is one of the stressors. So if your body is already stressed, you adding more stress, like I said, your body doesn't care which one it is. It's going to have that fight or flight immune response, and it's just going to keep weakening your system. And the stress response, the immune response, has a hormone attached to it, right? Remember me telling you about that in the beginning. That's why you cannot lose weight. And you're not going to. If you're stressed out, you need to work on diet. You need to work on eliminating these toxins that's in and on your body and work on your mental state. Otherwise, you're just going in this vicious hamster wheel and you're still just not making any grounds whatsoever. What's the deal? I keep putting a thing over here, so I usually have my view thingy over here, and now it's over here. So I'm just like, wait a minute. It's just a regular deal. So I hope all that makes sense. If you're going to be exercising, do walking. We need, like I said, 10,000, at least 10,000 steps a day. It's a light exercise. We're not actually designed to go out and just start jumping up on, what am I trying to say? My friend, she was doing some box jumping thing. You know, if you're stressed out and you're overweight and stuff, that's not good for your joints, first off. Just getting yourself healthy by eating the right foods and stuff is what's going to benefit you. And like I was going to say is that we're not designed to be running for no reason. To build up cardio, we need to be out walking. We need to be out doing gardening. We need to be foraging. Like, look at animals in nature. They're always just on the move. Always on the move. And they only run if their life is in danger. They build up their own muscles by just walking. They walk uphill. They take a walk on the beach, or they're flying, they're swimming, whatever. We need to mimic nature. We need to do the things that are in nature. These are fennel seeds. You can actually chew on fennel seeds if you had bad breath. You just chew on one of these and it helps sweeten it. Oh, that's so good. Love fennel tea. Fennel is really good for gas. Babies who have colic, you can give babies make some fennel tea with a little bit of chamomile and maybe a little bit of ginger. Help with colic. Fennel. I show it to you? I did now. They're really good. I don't know if I want to put them in the dirt. They taste too good. Yeah, so just mimic nature. What is nature doing? What is the animals in the wild doing? I'm going to pause this for a second. Okay, so I'm just adding some vermiculite. You can add soil or your seed starting mix to your seedlings. I just like adding this. It's very airy. It helps keep down the algae, the fungal gnats and stuff. and helps to hold in some of the moisture that it needs. I just lightly just sprinkle to cover up the seeds. They've all seemed to be germinating pretty well with this method that I've been doing. And of course, all my other videos I talk about it. But this video here, I mainly just wanted to focus on talking about those stressors and the ways that we can eliminate. Now, fellas, you can have the same issue too. If you're very stressed out, you know, my husband, he gets stressed out at work and stuff, trying to meet deadlines and making sure his employees are doing what they need to be doing. What is that? Ooh. Ah. So you can be stressed out too. It's not just women. Guys can be stressed out. And the same thing goes for you. Guys can have hormonal issues. Also, the other one, dairy. We need to just cut out dairy. We are the only species that still consumes dairy after we're weaned and from another species. We don't need dairy, people. We really don't. It causes more problems than what it's worth. And you may be saying, well, that's how I get calcium. Nope. You can get calcium from plants. You can get calcium from veggies. Where do you think other animals get their calcium from? They're not going out and milking another mammal to get their calcium. We are mammals. We are just like any other creature, horse, dog, pig, cow, cat, sheep, chicken that's roaming around. Well, chickens don't drink milk, but you know what I mean, right? We don't need to be consuming milk, and we will get our calcium in the normal ways if we're doing what we should be doing, eating the way that we should be eating, and staying away from processed stuff, processed junk. If it comes in a bag, you can't pronounce the stuff on it, don't eat it. That's a chemical additive. We don't need to be doing that. And trying to get off of pharmaceuticals if we can. I know that they are needed in some circumstances, but if we can eliminate as many chemicals as possible. And if you start eating healthy, this is something I want to reiterate to you. If you start eating healthy and you start doing things the way that we are actually designed to be doing, your body wants to be healthy. Your body wants to go back into balance, and your body will do that. A lot of these autoimmune diseases is caused from an excessive amount of stress somewhere in our body, and we had a virus or a bug, a flu, something that just went awry, and our body had an excessive immune response, and the body looks at it that it's still there. That's where these autoimmune conditions are coming from. It's not that I woke up one day and my body just started attacking itself. Your body does not do that. It doesn't happen in other animals in nature, just us. We need to get back to nature. We need to get back to what we're supposed to be doing. And we'll start fixing all these issues. And I'm guilty. I love eating out. I love going, sometimes I don't like to cook. I don't want to be cooking because I worked all day. I've got this and that going on, these other stressors. So I will hop down to the local ding dong place and get a nice, yummy, vegetarian, gooey, cheesy thing in a shell. It's life. It's convenient, but it's not healthy. And if I myself want to get healthy, if I want to get better, and I want to live my best life and live a long, happy life, I want to have longevity, but I want to be healthy when I'm doing it. I don't want to be pushed around in a wheelchair or somebody bathing me. So I need to work on this. Like this is my journey too, that I'm learning and I'm sharing with you. And that's why I'm doing these videos and annoying you guys with, look at the seeds. This is what I'm planting, because it's important. I want to share that with you. And I'm going to talk about in the next video, if you don't have space, my mom lives in an apartment building and she's still able to grow food there. And I'll do a video on what we do for her. Anyway, I'm going to water these and put them underneath of a light. This is going on for about 25 minutes. And I thank you guys for bearing with me and sticking to the end and listening to me ramble about being in nature and freak and stress and made even more stress. I hope I didn't. I really did. I didn't mean to. All right, you guys. I love you guys. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share this video. Like, comment, and yeah. All right. See you in the next video. Bye.